Josh, can I ask you a question? What
Of
does
course.
Vale know about Baracka Obamius?
Uh, what Bale knows about Barackus Obamius is, well, I mean, first off, why don't you roll a history check? We'll say with advantage because
I did forge his signature real good.
yeah, you can.
That's a natural 20
The natural
for
20?
a 26 total. Yep.
Very nice. So, you've actually had some personal dealings with him where he he started off as kind of like a local magistrate, um, very hard on we'll say crimes like bribery and smuggling and things of the sort. Um,
Something I would know a lot about.
Something you would potentially, I don't know, I mean, I don't know. That's maybe. Um, um, but you also know that he some of it came from a sense of order, but some of it there was some ruthlessness in there as well, which is not uncommon for um, those who are deeply involved with the Dwendalian Empire. There are some, as in all situations, most people exist kind of like in the gray area, but there are some nasty people involved in there, and he was one of them. Um, One of your coworkers got caught by him, and we'll just say some nasty things were done to him to pay for his crimes. But because of how stern he was and how hard he was on small crimes and things of the sort, he worked his way up pretty well in the political circle. He's now actually one of the higher ups in the Dwendalian Empire. You would assume probably making some military decisions, that kind of thing, but also just he's in charge of a lot of different people, and is connected to some very important people.
So he seems like he could be a pretty key figure to eliminate.
If you were trying to take down the Dwendalian Empire, then yeah,
Yeah.
it would definitely be a pretty big blow against them.
Well, Obamius is a tool. And Mac, if the situation were reversed, I do believe you would help me. So if you don't want to go alone, he just glances at Melly quickly and then back to you and says, I will work with you.
I mean, backup would be nice, as I don't have a clear indication as to how many people are around him.
Melly, I don't know if I'm sure he would stay out of trouble, but I do think Echo could use a friend right now.
Nellie doesn't say anything. She just gets up and leaves.
So now it's just Vale and Mac. Mac, you know why they want him gone. And I know you know why they want him gone.
Of course I can assume, but I don't know. Like, I haven't been told anything, so anything I'm doing is conjecture just as much. I mean, I'm not gonna say that that's not why, because obviously I've thought about it.
I think Vale kind of cocks his head. Like, did she hand you something?
Yes, she handed me a vial of poison. I pull it out and show you. Slip it back in my pocket.
All right.
What made it hard even telling you and not just doing it? But I'm not trying to make moves without everyone here knowing what's going on. Even if it's...
Let's say you're the
Wow.
Dwendalian Empire, and a member of your faction that you sent to Uthadern to negotiate whatever it is they're doing here, under the care of Uthadern, dies under their watch. What would you do if you were King Dwendal?
It depends. I mean, honestly, I don't see him attacking directly or declaring war because of the fact, why would you actively encourage another enemy against you while you're already engaged in combat with another country?
No, but if it makes Uthadern sympathetic to the dynasty's cause, that makes it all the more easy for them to support in less direct ways. I think he just puts his hands on his hips and he just turns and stares at the wall
So what
for
do
a
you want me
second.
to do? Just let my family
Of course not.
get thrown in prison and who knows what? That's on a good day? Because
course
here's
not.
the thing. The failed attempt would have that same impact even if it let us get out with our hands not bloodied. But it would still have that same impact of as the actual assassination in and of itself.
Well, this is obviously not an easy situation, and I did mean what I say. He is a tool.
Oh, I know he's not a good person, and it does not bother me in the slightest of having to take him out. It bothers me in the fact I know that this has got to be tearing both Echo and Melly apart, and that hurts me more than anything. And obviously, I don't want to make things here more difficult for you and your family either.
This is a situation I'm pretty familiar with. I think he just takes a deep breath.
Well, that's why I almost was going to keep it from them, and maybe I should have, but I'm just trying to get away from that because I feel like that's caused more issues with us than any of the enemies we've actually faced.
I think he did the right thing. He just kind of shrugs and shakes his head and just says, "I'm in." That's what are your thoughts?
Well, so he rented out a room at the Axebreaker Inn from 8 to 12 tonight. So he's probably either there or heading there now. He has a small entourage, but I don't know exactly how many. And from what I've heard, there's one who stays by his side pretty hardcore. I do know that there's no sorcerers or wizards or anything like that. So that's a huge plus, but
We should probably know the lay of the land before we settle in on anything, right?
yes. would agree.
Well,
It
I'll
might
follow your
not.
lead.
How long can you hold that what you did earlier? How long can you do that?
It would last for an hour.
Okay.
I would just need to excuse myself there to extend it. It's not something that takes much of my energy.
It might not be a bad idea for when we go in there, or maybe even have, if you're willing to, if you don't mind scouting out. I mean, I know we were in there a little bit, so I know the lay of the main area, but if you wanted to scope out any wall in a disguise couldn't hurt.